Hume Football League time, and we're going to get the Osborne perspective from Jason Spud Webster today, and he joins me live from the sprayer. A bit of pre-emergent weeds and a bit of air seeding going on out there in the paddocks around Osborne. G'day there, Spud. How are you?
Yeah, I'm going great. Thanks, Flo, man. Yourself?
Yep, really good. Well, Ben Brendersick joined us last week from the chemist shop in Urana, and now we're in a sprayer this week. I'll get Phil Buffler along from Lockhart pretty soon when he gets things settled down a little bit after the sad loss of his dad recently. But looking forward to him coming on the radio and giving us a Lockhart view. But I'll tell you what, the view from the CDHBU Power Boys is pretty good because they beat Henty 8-11-59 to 5-14-44. Gee, the Swampies had a real chance here, but let this one go down at Kareem.
Yeah, they certainly did. And I know the Swampies have got a really young local side, and they're in a happy place as a club. So, they'd be disappointed with the loss, but Kareem's credit, they've got a few good recruits there, and for them to get a win against Henty, it'd be a long time since they've had a win over Henty, I'd imagine.
Oh, it's right. And the Billabong Crows, after their first up loss, they got over Howlong down at the Spiderland, 10-11-71 to 8-10-58. I'll tell you what, the Crow boys from the Oaklands and Urana townships, they would be crowing a lot about this week.
Yeah, they certainly will be. And I think everyone's going to underestimate the Crows this year. They've got to... You look at their side on paper, and they're a very handy side. They're always hard to beat. So, I know Osborne, we got them this week, and we're very nervous coming up against them.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you will be. Broccoli with 5 was brilliant for the Crows. Evans played well too. Beale and Hemphill were the good players, along with the young local Zach Satori coming up from the junior ranks, having a real good game. Clark with 4 for Howlong in that match. And we move across to Lockhart, 10-9-69. Gee, the D's have got home and beaten Gindera down there at Bulldog Land, 4-5-29. If you don't mind, a big 40-point win to Lockhart in a low-scoring match.
Yeah, no, Lockhart, I heard a bit of the celebrations that happened in Lockhart on Saturday night, and they carried it well into Sunday. So, good luck to Lockhart. They had a great win. I think it'd be the first time in a long, long time that all the Western clubs had a win in Kareem, the Crows, Lockhart and Osborne.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Right, in the Flow broadcast on 88.7, so great to see Emery with 4 for Lockhart, Wheatra 2. Emery and Harrington, the better players for the D's, whilst it was the very good effort from M. Galvin from Gindera and also Speed, Lawrence and Weldon to kick their goals. Lawrence, Middleton and Speed got in their better players for the Bulldogs. Well, we get to this big one for Calcan, their second win of the season, 11-9-75 to the Murray Magpies, 6-2-38. Might have come at a cost, so the Lions have got 3 players out for their big clash against Lockhart this week. So, Calcan, 2 wins up the start of the season, but not convincing against the lowly Murray Magpies.
Yeah, no, I think Calcan are on a bit of a rebuild. They lost a fair few players from their preliminary final side 2 years ago, but in saying that, they're a strong club, and actually that game was called off in the start of the last quarter. One of the Magpies players was badly hurt, so they called the game off, which was unfortunate. But Anyway, apparently the guy's going to be okay, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about this? Brock Burham, 2 losses to start a season. That doesn't happen too often to the Saints, but they got nailed by Holbrook up at Walla, which was the used ground for this because obviously the works up at Holbrook are still happening. But 10-8-68 to the Brookers, beating Brock Burham 8-9-57.
Yeah, I think a couple of losses might be just what sparks the Saints into gear. It might have fired them up, and we can't expect them to lose too many more games as the season goes on.
Yeah, I found it interesting in one of the reports. They said that a win will come soon. That's strange for the Saints. Normally they're talking about just winning each week in, week out. I'll tell you what, who is winning week in, week out is Osborne. It was a massive win, 24-9-153. Your boys beat the old Thoran Walbundry Walla 3-12-30, if you don't mind. A 21-goal drubbing of the Giants. Gee, this must be one of the best performances that's been put out on the park by Osborne in a long time.
Yeah, it was quite amazing. The first quarter was very tight, contested game, and we all said at quarter time, geez, Osborne's in a bit of trouble here. The Giants are really putting it up to them, and anyway, about 5 minutes into the second quarter, the Tigers somehow got the ball on the outside and started running, and before we knew it, we kicked 10 goals for the quarter, and just steamrolled them. So yeah, it might be just what the Giants need too. It might have stirred them up and got them fired up too. So
Hopefully they need it. Bar with the 200 games, one of your legends at the club was well celebrated too, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, Marty Barr, he's a local legend. He did it the hard way. He actually played in a couple of reserve grade premierships with me when he was a kid, trying to break his way into the seniors. And yeah, to his credit, he stuck at it, and he's ended up winning 3 best and fairest and 4 premierships, club captain, now 200 games, and still one of our better players. So, no, congratulations to Marty.
Yeah, well played to him. Parr with 5, Ward with 4, Stenning with 3, Galvin with 2, Wiedemann 2, McDonnell and Armstrong. Young Armstrong playing some good football too with a couple of goals. Galvin, Rutland, O'Malley, Barr, Parr and Wiedemann, Wiedemann, the better players. Lischke, Williams and Wardius for the Ranwabundry Waller side. Okay, that brings us to this week, and it's going to be a really good round 3 action. We've got some great games to be played, including the Brock-Burham Saints against Ranwabundry Waller. Both of them needing a win. Ranwabundry Waller will go down there against one of the old foe for them, and Brocklesby is the home deck. Can the Saints register their first win, Spud?
Yeah, I've got me money on Brocklesby. They're too good a side, too good a club to lose 3 games in a row. They'll be certainly smarting, so I'll put me money on them. But it'll be a good contest. Ranwabundry, I know they're pretty hurt after their loss on the weekend, so they'll come out trying to get a win as well.
And it's the Anzac weekend matches on the Saturday for us, but thoughts on the Sunday with their RSL friends, and CDHBU play the Murray Magpies. I'll tell you what, this is a chance for the Power to remain undefeated, possibly with Osborne at the end of this round.
Yep, and I think they certainly will be undefeated. I can't see the Magpies getting over them, but there's been a few surprises in the league so far, so it may happen, but no, it'll be a great start to the Corrine Daysdale Footy Club.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough outing for Calcan at home. They play against Lockhart, and I'm assuming that they're going to unveil their new oval at Calcan. Lockhart will come across there. I'm led to believe, though, that the Calcan Lions will be without Dane Hallinan, Luke Bokic and Riley Noble, and their coach says that it's been a good start, but, gee, this could be a tough one. Lockhart might go over there and touch them.
Yeah, I'm tipping Lockhart in this one. I think with Calcan having a few outs, Lockhart certainly got some confidence from the win over Ginger last week, and yeah, I can see them boys having another win.
I'll tell you what, and even money won this one. Henty and Gindera. Who do you pick there, Spud? Both sides, I reckon Henty at home just might be able to shade the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's a toss of a coin, this one. At the start of the season, I would have said Gindera, but yeah, no, my money's on Henty now. I think they might, just their local connection, and they're all good mates, and they're playing for one another. So I think that'll be the secret to Henty.
And Holbrook play how long down at Spiderland? Holbrook in good form. Could they also remain undefeated after this? I got a feeling they might be.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Holbrook, they've got really good kids coming through. They've got a lot of leg speed. They've got a really good coach in Sharpie, and yeah, I think Holbrook will get over how long?
Oh, this is a rivals game in the western part of this Hume Football League. Billabong Crows at Oaklands play Osborne, your Tigers. Gee, the Crows have named a good side too in here. I did have a look through their list, and I reckon that there's going to be a tough outing here for you blokes. I reckon they'll take it right up to you early. Don't know if they'll win. I think I'll tip Osborne still, but gee, look out for the Crows. I think they'll be very competitive here.
Yeah, well, I'm tipping an upset.
Ooh.
I know, on paper we should win, but I know we got 7 of our regular players not playing tomorrow. We've lost to the Crows plenty of times down there at Oaklands in the past when we've been winning premierships. So I just think the Crows have got a good enough side. They're at home. Osborne's feeling maybe a bit overconfident, and with a fair few players out, we're blooding a few juniors that are playing their first senior game tomorrow. Yeah, so I hope we don't win, but I'm tipping the Crows.
You hope you don't win. I hope you...
Do, sorry, yeah.
Good on you, Spud. He's going for the Crows. I'll tell you what, that's a massive tip, but I still think that it will be a ripping game. Look out for the very, very good quality spine that they have. Zach Kerr is a very good player. Looking forward to this one being played and looking forward to the result coming through. And Spud, I'll catch up with you in a few weeks' time. We look forward to your comments on Hume Football next time.
No worries. Thanks, Flo, man.